This is a tutorial on how to answer 4 different problems that we have. The first one is if a man is descending at the at the rate of 6 feet in 30 minutes, how far down would he get within those 30 minutes? First, we made a chart from 6 going down to 180 all the way at the bottom here. And we counted the numbers from 1 to 30 all the way down at the bottom. And the answer to our problem that we got was negative 180, because descending at 6 for 30 minutes, 30 times gets you to 180. So the answer to this problem is negative 180, because he went down to below sea level.
Ben went deep sea diving with some friends. If he descends at a rate of 6 feet per minute, what integers represent his depth in a half of an hour?
Since half an hour is 30 minutes, you can obviously see that at the end of the diagram there is 30 minutes, and that's negative 180. So you had to do negative 6 because he descends at negative 6 feet per minute, which you can see at the first minute on the top. And negative 6 times 30 minutes would equal 180 if you did it correctly.
Jonathan is keeping track of how much money he earned or spent last week. He bought a cup of soup for $6. He earned $13 for cleaning his room. He spent $8 to go to see a movie with a friend. He acquired $9 for getting an A in math. Finally, he found $3 in the restroom. How much did he have left at the end of the week?
Okay, so as the diagram shows, he started with $25. Then, when he went to the cashier, he spent $14. And then when he left outside to leave, he had $11 left. So you had to do $25 minus $14, and you would have a remainder of $11, and that's how much you would have at the end.
If the temperature in the North Pole is negative 20 degrees and it drops another 12 degrees, what will the temperature be?
Okay, as the diagram shows, you can see that at the start it is negative 20 degrees, but then you add negative 12 degrees to the temperature, and you'll have negative 32 degrees when you finish. So the problem you should have done was negative 20 plus negative 12, and it equals negative 32.
A pool will be drained at a constant rate of 51.2 liters per hour, starting at 8 a.m. After 1 hour, the change in the amount of water in the tank could be represented as 51.2. Which of the following represent the total change in the amount of water in the tank by 8 a.m. the next day?
So, since it's the next day, that would be 24 hours. And since it's losing water, 51.2 per hour, it would be negative 51.2 times 24, and that will equal negative 1,228.8 liters. As you can see, at the start it was 0. At the start it wasn't losing any. But then after half of the time, it had negative 614.4 liters gone. And then at the finish, it had negative 1,228.8 liters gone.
This is number 2. If the North Pole is at negative 20 degrees and it drops another 12 degrees, where will it be? So, since it's subtraction and we're already in negative numbers, so it stays negative, so it goes up a couple negatives, so it goes from negative 20 and you add 12 to it, it's negative 32 now. Here we are with question 404. A pool will be drained at a constant rate of 51.2 liters per hour starting at 8 a.m. After 1 hour, the change in the amount of water in the tank can be represented as 51.2. Which of the following represents the total change in the amount of water in the tank by 8 a.m. the next day? first we drew a full tank, and then after 1 hour, it's a little. After 12 hours, it's a little down. After 24 hours, it's almost all the way down.
And once we did all the math of how far the liters went during the first hour, 12 hours, and 24 hours later, we came out with the answer of 1,228.8 for question 4. This is problem 3 out of the 4. This is where we have to keep track of the money this person named Tim has spent over his week. Tim, at the beginning of the week, spent $6 to buy soup. So that's -6. He's already used $6. Now, he earned 13 for cleaning his room. There's the plus 13. -6 plus 13 equals 7. And now, Tim went with the movie with his friends to go see the new Jurassic World and spent $8. Spending $8 from the 7 you already have gets you to -1. Now, since Tim came home with his report card and got an A on his math, he acquired $9. So -1 plus 9 equals 8, right there. And if Tim then was searching around the bathroom for no apparent reason, don't know why, Tim's weird, he found $3 in the bathroom. And that's the end of Tim's week. So after all that has happened, Tim had $11 because 8 plus 3 equals 11.